everybody, this is Molly from Elevated Mind and Movement, and today we're going to do some of the movement part of this whole mind and movement thing, and we're going to do a short yoga practice to help center ourselves and feel grounded, especially if emotionally we're kind of feeling all over the place. So to get started, we are going to do something totally not yoga. We're going to jump up and down. Yeah, this is not what you expect from a yoga class. I want you to shake out your arms, shake out your legs, shake all over, do some crazy dance moves. What I want is for you to kind of get the blood pumping, okay? All right, so now that we've done that, now let's do something a little more yoga-y. So I want you to come to mountain pose. And to do this, if you've never done this before, you're just gonna take your feet about hip width apart. Ground down through your feet and just kind of feel pretty solid there. Bring your arms out to the side. Take in a deep breath. Feel yourself lengthening up through the midline. And I want you to just notice. Do you feel your heart beating? Do you feel your blood moving through your body? I hope so. After all the jumping up and down, I'm hoping you feel something. Okay. I want you to focus on that feeling. And as you breathe, I want you to inhale and then exhale. I am alive. Inhale. Exhale. I am alive. Inhale. I am alive. And as you're standing here and maybe feeling that blood moving through your body, does that feel true? Do you feel alive right now? Your heart is beating. You're physically moving around. Maybe not so much in this pose, but we'll move a little more. I want you to tap into that feeling of, is it true? Am I alive? So as we move through all of these poses, I want you to ask yourself if there are certain things that feel true for you in this moment. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come to tree pose. So you're going to put your weight into your left foot, and with your right foot, this is a balancing pose, so weight on the left. The right foot, you've got a couple of different places that you could put this. So the first option is just down here, kind of like a kickstand. If you want a little more sensation, you can bring the leg up to the calf. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, you can bring your leg up to your thigh. Now you don't want to put it on the knee because we don't want to blow out our knee. So 3 different options for the leg. Right at the ankle, calf, upper leg. For your arms, you've got a couple of different options too. Put them on your hips. You could put them in prayer pose. You could bring your arms out to the side. You can bring your arms up overhead. So I want you to pick what feels right in your body right now. So for me, I'm going to start, put my weight on my left leg. Feeling a little squishy today. So I'm just going to bring my foot down to the ankle and maybe just put my hands on my hips. And I'm going to inhale. And the mantra we're going to work with here is, I choose. I choose. I choose. Sit with that for a moment. Maybe let this out of your body. If you've been holding your leg way up here, you might be like, let's end this. So let's switch to the other side. So now we're going to put our weight on our right leg. And now our left foot is going to decide where it wants to go. Feeling like my left side maybe wants to do this. So again, maybe your right side and your left side feel a little differently. So go with what feels good. And again, I choose. And check in with yourself. Does that feel true? You were able to choose where you wanted to put your foot. You were able to choose where you wanted to put your arms. You can choose how long you want to hold this pose. Maybe you chose to do one side but not the other. That's totally fine. Check in with the truth of that. I choose. How real does that feel for you right now? Okay, you can let that one out of your body. So hopefully you have a wall near you, or if you like to do planks or push-ups, you can do this on the floor. It's easy to just kind of do a plank here, if that's what works for you. Or if you have a wall, it might feel better to do this against the wall. So I want you, I'm going to turn back to you. I want you to either press against the floor or press against the wall. And as you're doing that, I want you to check in with how true this statement is. I feel. So get yourself in that position. And as you press, I feel. Notice what you're feeling. Maybe you feel the texture of the floor. Maybe you feel the coolness of the wall. Maybe you feel your arms shaking. Maybe you feel like this is really weird because someone else who lives in your house just walked in and you're pressing yourself up against a wall. I want you to tap in to the truth of that statement. I feel. And how true does that feel for you right now? Can you feel something? Are you feeling something? Okay, let that one go. We'll move on. For this next one, even if you've been sort of repeating all of these mantras in your head, this one I want you to do out loud. So we're gonna bring our feet a little more than hip width apart. And on your inhale, I want you to bring your arms up overhead. And on your exhale, we're gonna bend the knees and bring our arms down into goalpost pose. Inhale. Okay, here's our mantra. Exhale, I speak. Inhale. Exhale, I speak. Inhale. Exhale, I speak. Is that true? Do you speak? Well, if you did this out loud, you just did. That's your voice. Notice how that feels to speak your truth. I speak. And that's real. Okay. So now we're going to get our warrior on, because, hey, these are tough times. I need a hero. So rather than, singing the whole Bonnie Tyler song, right now I'm going to be my own hero. So warrior pose, how this one works. You are going to we're going to start with the right leg in front. I want you to just step your right leg out, and your left leg is kind of back a little bit further. The back or the outer edge of your left leg wants to be parallel with, well, for me, I've got the edge of the rug or the edge of my mat or the wall. The right leg is sort of pointing toward the direction we're facing in. So from here, I want you to inhale your arms up overhead, and exhale, you're going to bring the arms down to about shoulder height, and you're gonna bend that front knee. Now you wanna keep the knee right over the ankle. We don't wanna go too far out or too far back. But just kind of in this position, however far apart your legs feel comfortable in this place. Starting up here, I know. Inhale, exhale, I know. Inhale, exhale, I know. And as you look out over your fingertips, what do you know to be true? Maybe I know that my right arm is shaking a little bit. Okay, I know that. I know that the wall in front of me is cream colored. I know that there's an ant running up the wall because this is my office and there are ants. It's a thing. These are the things that I know to be true. So we're gonna sit kind of solid in this belief. I know things. I know the truth of things. Okay, you can straighten the front leg. And you're gonna take the right foot and you're just gonna turn that in. So now this one is parallel to this edge of the rug or to the couch. And I'm gonna take my left foot and I'm gonna turn that one out. And we're gonna do this on the other side. Our mantra on this side is a little different. So we're gonna bring the arms up overhead, and this time we're gonna bend over the left leg. I am safe. Inhale. Exhale. I am safe. Inhale. Exhale. I am safe. Is that true for you right now? Maybe it doesn't feel like you're safe in the world right now, but I want you to tap into what does feel safe. Maybe you feel safe in your home. Maybe you feel safe because you have a fort made out of toilet paper. Maybe you feel safe right now because you can feel your legs digging into the ground. So, in addition to this being warrior pose, this is also a lot like the stance that fighters get into. And the reason that they get into a stance where they've kind of got their legs bent and apart is because their center of gravity drops down kind of into their hips. And from this position, it's hard to get knocked over. So when we are in warrior pose, we are the warrior. We're ready. We're looking out over that arm at whatever our goal is, whatever our focus is. But we have that center of gravity kind of dropping so that it's not so easy to knock us over. There's strength, there's stability here. So here, check in with yourself. Ask yourself, in my body right now, in this pose, do I feel safe? Hopefully that's true for you. Okay, you can turn your left foot in and maybe jump your legs back together. So the last pose that we're gonna do is not so much yoga as it is, we're gonna give ourselves a hug. Welcome to social distancing. We can't hug other people, so we're gonna have to hug ourselves. So what I want you to do is I want you to just wrap your arms around each other. And not just kind of like, this is not a weak hug. We're not just kind of like sitting here like, okay. I want you to actually kind of dig in with your fingers. Not to the point where it hurts, but where you feel a little bit of sensation here. And here I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. I am. Let's try that again. I am. Are you? How true does that feel for you right now? If you want to add another word onto that, you can. I am here. I am in my body. I am cold. I am warm. Anything that maybe gives a sensation of, I'm in my body right now. This is me. I'm here. I'm real. I am. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. All right. We're going to end this today with a short meditation to help kind of really bring in that nice grounded feeling. So, come on down to the floor. Have a seat. However that feels comfortable for you. If you want to sit in a chair, that's totally fine too. Just get yourself comfortable. And I want you to take another deep breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth with a sigh. And as you do that, I want you to feel like you're just letting everything go. Any tension you've been holding in your body, any worries that maybe you've had running through your head, I want you to feel like you're just letting that out with that breath and allowing yourself to kind of relax. So let's try that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. All right. Now I want you to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, I want you to bring your attention down to your seat where you are connecting with the floor or the chair or wherever you are. And I want you to just imagine your seat kind of digging into the earth a little bit. And let's take that a little bit further. Let's create some roots. So imagine that from where you are sitting, you are digging some roots down into the earth. And those roots are moving deeper and deeper and really clinging, digging in, creating a nice solid base. It would be very difficult right now to remove you from where you are because you are very solid and very stable. And those roots are not only holding you safely in place, but they're also getting nourishment from the earth. So start to feel those roots bringing energy from the safety of the earth up into your body, almost like your body is the trunk of a tree, and those roots are feeding the tree. And I want you to imagine that energy moving all the way up through the top of your head. And through the top of your head, I want you to imagine branches reaching up into the sky. And those branches are enjoying the feeling of the fresh air and maybe dancing in a gentle breeze. And maybe you even feel your upper body kind of moving with that breeze, while the lower part of you is really plugged into the earth. And now I want you to imagine leaves blossoming from all of your branches. And those leaves are turning up to face the sun. And I want you to feel the warmth of the sun and the leaves drinking in that sunlight.
Now feel that sunlight and all the energy from the sun and the warmth. And some of that energy from that gentle breeze and the dancing of the branches coming back down into the trunk. And noticing how nourished you feel right now. Pulling in the safety and the stability from the earth and the energy and the warmth from the sky. Just sit with that for a moment and notice how that feels in your body. Now, bring your attention to any small movements of your body, any sounds you hear in the room around you. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. And when you feel ready, gently blink your eyes open and bring your attention back into your room. Hopefully, this practice has helped you feel a little more grounded, a little more stable, maybe able to get through your day without feeling quite so frazzled. And not only, hopefully, do you feel a little more centered in your body, but with those statements that we were saying, hopefully you feel a little more centered in your mind too. So just to remind you of what we know is true, just in this short practice. I am safe. I am alive. I choose things. I have choices. I feel things. I can speak. I can communicate my truth. I know things. I am here. So moving forward with that, just to orient yourself to where you are, I want you to look up at the ceiling, look down at the floor, look over to your right, and look over to your left. Notice everything that you see, you hear, and see how many things during your day back up that belief that you are safe, you are alive, you have choices, you feel things, you can speak your truth, you know who you are, you know where you are. You are. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.